If you play blues in St. Louis, I mean, there's a lot of nightclubs you can play, but there's only one Becky Thatcher that has a blues cruise. It becomes a reality that you can establish yourself as a blues player if you can get on the Mississippi or the Becky Thatcher and play on it.
They have a ball. They really enjoy themselves, and sometimes they don't even want to get off the boat. I just bust out laughing because they just really enjoy themselves, you know, down the Mississippi River.
It's a tradition. It goes back to the 1800s. You know, Louis Armstrong used to play on the boats, and we're just carrying the torch and hoping they have a good time, and knock on wood, man. So far, so good, you know. There's a certain clientele that pays attention to when there's a blues cruise, but a lot of the people are tourists. They're on vacation, and there's nothing more fun than to play for them because, you know, they're ready for a good time. They're ready to dance. They're ready to kick up their heels, you know, spend some money, go home broke. Yeah.
The whole element of you're out at sea and just the fun of being at sea with one of the best bands in town. It's not like seeing him at a bar, a local bar. It just adds a whole fun element that being on the water always adds.
Before everybody shows up, like to run up to the top deck and just put your hands on the rail and breathe it in, man. There's a certain musk and, you know, a heavy humidity, you know, that when they combine, you know you're on the Mississippi River. Breathe that in and go, man, that's good to be here again.
There's something about the atmosphere of being on the river. I mean, it's almost unexplainable. You have to you know, experience it yourself.
My first time, I was kind of nervous because I didn't know it was moving. And then I just got in my zone. You know, I just got in my music, and people was upstairs, downstairs, or whatever, and they were looking forward to do it all the time.
It's just something I love. I mean, I love the smell of it. I love the way we're going up and down the river, and I can look out the windows or something while I'm playing and see that, man, we're traveling right up Mississippi and down to Mississippi. I love it.
St. Louis has always been a music city. It dates back to the riverboat traffic.
And when they would come up and down the river on the paddle wheels, you know, St. Louis was the place where they stopped.
The common thought is the blues came up from the south and landed in St. Louis, and that's as far from the truth as can be. It met the blues of St. Louis, and it met the ragtime of St. Louis, and it all melded.
You know, because this tradition, you know, and St. Louis is a stop on the way, and it goes back a couple hundred years now.
And I've been playing blues on the Becky Thatcher for the last 17 years, and it's really been a pleasure because you have a crowd that came there to party, and it's like you don't have to really win anybody over, they're ready.
I give people a show, and I do it from my heart. And I do it for the people enjoy music. And the time we say we on the riverboat, they be like, oh my God, we ain't gonna miss this one, we ain't gonna miss this one.
Yeah, there's a lot of great memories, man. There's a lot of great memories. You know, overall, in general, it's the continuation of this fine tradition of music being played on the Mississippi, and it hasn't skipped a beat, you know, in 200 years.